Welcome to EdTech Tuesday. I'm Rich Dixon.
And I'm Jennifer Gibson.
Jennifer,
Yes.
You brought in a pretty interesting resource today that I don't know a whole lot about, and I'm looking forward to learning about it.
All
Introduce
right.
it and tell us about it.
Today we're going to be looking at Bing for Education, also known as Bing in the Classroom. And I wanted to share this because it allows you to use it on a laptop, a Chromebook, a Surface tablet. There's a number of different places that you can bring this into the classroom. So let's take a look at Bing now, and I'll show you a couple of things. What you're going to see here is sort of their homepage. Notice that the /classroom is part of getting into the education website for Bing.
And Jennifer, just to stop you real quickly, whenever I think of Bing, I think of the search engine.
Right.
And only that.
It is a search engine.
So it sounds like this is a little more than that.
There's a little more to it.
right.
So through the classroom version of Bing, you get ad-free search, meaning that it's a safer search than you would find with other browsers. So let's go ahead and take a look at search, because I think that's one that people are most familiar with. So here we are on the search page, and what you're going to notice right now is it's talking about searching that's safer. Now, it's not completely 100% guaranteed. And what they're using is a school IP address, meaning the address that's provided to your school site to help track and filter that search.
Which makes sense. Okay, so they're basically providing the filtering for you on top of whatever filter your school or district has. Just school or district undoubtedly is going to have that.
Right.
So it's
But
kind of a nice...
homeschoolers and independent, small groups of schools, collaborative schooling, that might not work for you. Definitely not homeschools, because the IP changes all the time. They really need a school site that has this dedicated IP address to work. And you can find out more about that when you go into their site. But they're allowing students to look at a lot of different elements out there that are designed for education, and they're filtering that way. They also have a private search, meaning that it's not trackable by another third party, that the students are being safe here. So
okay,
that's
and I just want
ideal.
to interject that there's been a whole discussion, for those of you that aren't aware, bluntly around what Google has been doing in terms of putting ads on pages and also tracking student information.
And profiling.
And they've just said that now within the Google Education, it's a whole nother story, they're going to not be rolling that feature in
we can
anymore.
talk about that with that particular product, but I wanted to dig in a little bit more. The other thing they have done is they've partnered with the Microsoft tablet that we talked about in the beginning. And what they're doing is they're not only doing the safe search, but they're allowing schools to earn points by having families use Bing. As you use Bing, you earn these points, and then you can give them to the school.
Okay. Almost like the old school General Mills box top of the old days.
Right.
We now have families earning points for their school by using a search engine.
And however many searches they do on that search engine gives them points. So like, for example, I think their little formula was 60 families or parents using Bing in a month might get pretty close to earning a tablet.
Okay.
So that's what they're looking at. And so they have this whole Bing rewards. You can take a look at that. They have a way to, here's where they talk about the 60 parents. So they can help add these tablets to your school site through using Bing and partnering with the Microsoft product. Now, as you go on, here's where you find your school and get involved. But I want to move over. You can take a look at that on your own. I want to move into the teaching tools. Now, these are available to anyone. You don't have to sign up for the rewards program or the Bing for the classroom. All of them work independently. So if at your school you just want to do the rewards program, you can. If you want to register to use Bing in the classroom, your administrator has to register your school. Okay, so that's how that works. Then the teaching tools are also separate. They can all be combined, but they also can be used separately. So as you look here, they've got lesson plans for your classroom and things that you can use at home. They've got the teachers that are helping out with this project also included. So as we go in here, we can see the lesson plans that are available to educators to use in the classroom. And so we see here they've got some networks. They've got it by grades, subject. Here's one on the angel oak tree, and this is an image actually about this tree that survived the Hurricane Katrina. And it goes through and it gives a whole example using an image from the web and having students think about it and go through. You can see the different age levels that they've got here. So there's a lot to it. There's also, within this network, professional development. Teachers can earn badges, take courses. There's webinars from universities and forums. There's a community for discussions where you can ask questions. And I just want to open that one up real quick here. Within the community, you can find different members, and you can see they have a general area and then also support for those who are using tablets in schools. So there's a lot going on here for educators. You can see how to become a member. They even have a program to become an expert trainer through Microsoft. And you can see what it means to be a member and then how to find members that might come and do training for your school. So that's a brief overview. There's a lot to dig in. If you're looking at it for yourself, you can go ahead and go to the website Bing for Classrooms. And if you're looking at it for a school, then you're going to need to work with your administrator in the IT department to
Important
start
point.
working through this.
Absolutely. Well, thanks. It's very interesting, and there's a lot to it for sure.
I think so.